Hello, newcomer. I'm the leader of the Varani Marauders. I suppose we'll be doing battle soon. Do you have any next of kin? I was thinking I would let them know if anything were to happen to you out there. Only one team is coming back, and it's going to be us. It's been years now since I first climbed those arena stairs. I look forward to doing battle with your team. Vigor's been doing this almost as long as I have. He'll do your team no wrong. He and I are among the few who've been here since the first Magnus's time. There's a lot you could learn from him, but I'm getting ahead of myself. You'll have to defeat us first. This place is a warrior's institution. Even a Warsworn would hesitate to fight to the death just for the sake of it. We do it gladly and with passion. I wish you good luck, but I don't expect you'll be back. We'll crush you.
Remus will have your head on a pike by match's end.
We'll crush you.
Greetings. Pleasure to meet you. Name's Helga Swanwhite. I'm your girl if you want sorcery in the next match. Just let me finish this drink and I'll be right behind you. The arena's through that gate to the east. I'd share some of this, but I've only got the one drink. Oh, sorry. He's your typical beginner, as far as I can tell. Good with the dagger and not much else. It's like a second home. Oh, I don't bet, but it's the only place on the grounds one can find a proper drink. Adrian gives me a free drink for every 10 that I buy. I think he likes me. Before I got my start here, I'd been studying at the Scholia Arcana. I was quite good at effecting arcane explosions, but I found myself uniquely blocked. I realized I had to be less than sober to effectively cast spells, so I drank. They kicked me out for excessive abuse of drink, called me dangerous and a degenerate. I couldn't help it if alcohol gave me a certain clarity. No one in the arena gives me guff about it, and if they do, they stop as soon as I set them on fire. A fighter is forced to join the Crows if they are the last surviving member of their team after a match. It's a long-standing tradition that keeps the tournament going as gladiators inevitably fall. Why would we keep fighting then? Well, we have our pride, and I wouldn't have signed up for this if I didn't think I could win it in the end. He's the team veteran, been around longer than both Asa and me. We don't see eye to eye on everything, but he's a reliable choice in the arena. All I know is that the Fae built this place centuries ago, and Hroth Magnus took it from them. Amalur's better for it, as far as I'm concerned. He's brutal in a fight, and quicker than you'd think. Every gladiator who's challenged him is dead. I watched his last match the day I joined the arena. He was one of the most impressive brute force fighters I have ever seen. Until his son managed to land the killing stroke. His father tossed him about the place like a rag doll. It was odd. Sure, he was old, but in his final moments I thought he looked ill. This is the House of Valor. You won't find another place in Amalur quite like this. Nothing is sacred here. Your competition is out to maul you, and the management likes it that way. Especially the champion, nasty man. If Valor weren't the only arena on the continent, I'd have taken off a long time ago. Don't hesitate out there, it'll get you killed.
Greetings. I guess you're the latest addition to the team. They made me fight a boar last time. It was downright embarrassing. I hope today's gonna be more interesting. I haven't been here long myself. I've always wanted to rough it as a warsworn. Joined up here to develop a bit of a spine. He's ancient. I'm surprised he can walk around in that armor, let alone fight in it. But he's reliable. She's a terrifying woman, but a good ally to have on your side. Valor Arena. It's a place dreams are made of. If you dream of people getting stabbed or beheaded, or burned, very badly burned. The greatest gladiator this place has ever seen. Everyone here hopes for a career like his. Even the current champion pales in comparison. No one's even come close to lasting as long, not to mention performing as well. A gladiator becomes a crow when he finds himself the last surviving member on his team. It's a way to keep the tournament moving as teams start losing members. The rule has its roots in a tradition started by the current champion's father, but today it's basically an attempt to draw interest from the fans. Of course, it's not good news for us. The two-man rule means we're at a significant handicap. Be careful out there.
Well met. So you're the new leader. You should brace yourself if you haven't already. Fights in Valor Arena are to the death. I look forward to seeing what you can do. Let us know when you're ready. You'll have to decide which of the three of us will fight with you before a match. He's a fierce fighter, but he sees himself as a moneymaker first and a competitor second. He's turned the arena into a spectacle. The matches you'll fight here are to the death, with no quarter, no mercy. It's been this way since the first Magnus won the arena from the Fae. Even with his son turning his battleground into a ridiculous display, with the banners, the announcer. The bouts, at least, remain the same. He paid for workers to haul his lavish house onto the arena grounds. He could have used that money to commission a small army, or feed a small town for years. It's utter waste, and I'm not sure his father would have approved. Nice of you to ask. The younger fighters don't care about us weathered guys. I'd been participating in arena matches for years. Got my start when Magnus put out a call for fresh gladiators, and the old man trained me himself. He'd have hated to see this. The spectacle of it all, I mean. In his day, the only thing that mattered was the fight. The rush of delivering the death blow. He was a gruff man, powerful, and an absolute beast in the arena. I've seen him pound a Lianshi into pulp with his bare hands. Outside of battle, however, he fancied himself a man of principle. Charged spectators just enough to keep this place running. It was the fight he wanted, not coin. The Fae held rights here, I think. I know they came in flocks to watch and participate like we do. Legend has it that every tournament they held ended in the same way, with the same champion defeating everyone. He's green as the grass in Dalintarth, but a good lad. I don't know if he's foolhardy or brave to think he'll make it far in this tournament. She's an alcoholic and a fiend, but she'll match any fighter. And few mages keep as cool a head as she does in a fight. Few mages stay as drunk as she does during a fight, too. She says she requires alcohol to use her abilities. But I've never met a mage like that. I'd tell her she's a liar to her face, but I don't relish the idea of getting set on fire. Let one of us know when you're ready. You will have to decide which of the three of us will fight with you before a match. Very well. Lead the way. There will be no mercy out there. Give no quarter.
I guess you're the latest addition to the team. Since you've taken up the mantle of our team leader, you're in charge of picking the team member who goes into battle. As leader, you're also expected to participate in each match. I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure I could handle that kind of responsibility. Think quick out there, and keep moving!
I'm your girl if you want some sorcery in the next match. Just let me finish this drink and I'll be right behind you. The arena's through that gate on the far wall. As our new fearless leader, you're in charge of picking one of us to enter into battle with you. And the team leader always fights. I hope you're ready to see a lot of action out there. Don't take time to think out there, just fight!
Well met. Welcome one, welcome all to Valor Arena. Today we have the Crows, testing their worth against Remus Bloodhook and his Marauders. Victory here means the entire team moves up in the championship. They'll be on a path to face the Lords of Valor. Have at it, warriors. That's the match, ladies and gentlemen. The Crows made it out alive against superior numbers. With crows like these, there's no doubt it's going to be an interesting tournament. Remember our opponents as you leave the arena today, Gladiator. They won't get to come with us. Impressive. I haven't seen anyone fight like you since Magnus. The first, I mean. We were lucky to have you out there. We're called the Crows because we survived when the rest of our teams died in battle. With that handicap, you won't find many gamblers betting on us. Only 2 Crows are allowed to fight at a time against the entirety of the enemy team. It's doubly tough for you. Arena leaders participate in every match their team enters. Choose your ally wisely.
I couldn't believe my eyes out there. You ripped those men to shreds! Where'd you learn to fight like that? Prison? Think quick out there, and keep moving!
Greetings! That was not a bad first match. We should grab a drink sometime. I need to replenish my store before the next fight. The store being my stomach, that is. Be careful out there.
I'll admit I didn't expect you to come back. There's a reason no one was signing up. Remus is as experienced as they come. Here's your money for the match. Oh, and one more thing, Gladiator. Jokal Fangard mentioned he would like to speak to you in the gambling den. Jokal is one of the most prolific gamblers in the den. I heard he practically lives off his winnings, and he lives well. He's been known to sponsor the fledgling Gladiator here and there, and I think it would be wise to give him your attention. He's a very well-to-do patron of the arena. It may pay to give him an audience. Just a thought. He's in the gambling den in the market. It's the only other building besides Champion's Manor. You can't miss it. I wish you well in and out of the arena, Gladiator.
Hey there, stranger. You look like you've seen some combat. Care to take a look at the highest quality armor this side of Tatir? Unless gambling's an interest of yours, I'm afraid you won't find much there. Some brave gamblers make a living out of the den. Our resident fate weaver, Franz Engelhardt, makes his perch there. It seems like only the gamblers and gladiators have found a use for him, though. Hacken's the blacksmith here. I wouldn't recommend him for repairs when you could just buy better equipment straight from me. Look, Apulos over there would have you believe he can fix any suit of armor better than it was when you bought it. I'm telling you, unless you're wearing Tuatha Prismere you stole off the war front, you're going to want one of my pieces instead. They say he's an excellent sagecrafter, but why would you need sagecrafting when you can buy the finest armor ever made? From me, of course. I've not found a better place in Tatir to sell my pieces. The customers truly appreciate my work. Understandable, considering the life expectancy of a gladiator. It's like fighting a war in that arena.
Welcome. Any socketed gems I can remove for you? He goes by the name of Franz Engelhardt. I'm as distrustful of him as I am of all of those in his profession. Fate weavers do little good for society. But of course gamblers are just the type of people to throw their money at them. You'll not find me there. Its patrons are too unruly for my liking. And a fate weaver makes his living there as well. All the more reason to avoid it. There isn't a better place in all of Tatir to make a living. Can you imagine the work it must take to make a mine profitable? At Valor Arena, if you're good with a blade, can cast a little magic or have some coin to begin with, you're off to a good start. I'm the best sagecrafter you'll find in these parts. With the arena dominated by physical fighting, you'd be surprised how far a little magic will take you.
Pull up a chair, gladiator.
Could a Varani spearman defeat a Barghest by himself?
No offense, but I hope you lose today. My coin purse depends on it.
I like working the den. Keeps me out of that damned Detir sun. There must be some way to earn some gold from this.
Nothing like a swig of cool ale after running around out in the sand.
Is it time for another match yet?
Hail, gladiator! Can I offer you a drink? Well, I've worked in the gambling den since its establishment. I serve the best cocktails this side of Detir, and all bets happen through me. Hey, you're the new crow, aren't you? Sorry, but it's against house policy to allow active gladiators to bet. Like I said before, gladiators can't bet on matches. Oh, I just work here. Tyr Magnus, the arena champion, funds this establishment. Business boomed the moment we opened our doors. The location is perfect, and we're patronized by the audience and the gladiators both. The fighters always need a drink before a match, and ideally afterwards, too. Of course, Helga outdrinks them all. Helga's my best customer. When she's not fighting in the arena, she's here drinking. They say, and this is only a rumor, mind you, that her magic is fueled by alcohol. The more she drinks, the more fire she hurls. She inspires the local drunks to make something of themselves. We've got a lot of local drunks. He's the current grand champion, and the son of the last one. Brutal fighter, but he loves money. He's made changes to this place that have brought in much revenue. You'll get a different story depending on who you ask, especially some of the older fighters. But I'm glad his time is over. When Hroth was champion, it wasn't a business, just people bloodying each other for no reason. Where is Hroth now? Dead and gone. His son, Tyr, defeated him in battle to become the reigning champion. You will never find another place on Amalur is infused with the spirit of competition. We make the careers of gladiators and gamblers both, and they love us for it. Good luck out there, gladiator.
Franz Engelhardt, Fate Weaver extraordinaire at your service. Well, this is most unusual. I cannot glimpse your fate. I look at you and all I see is a void. I spend my days here dispensing fortunes to the gladiators and gamblers, for a hefty price, of course. Not all of them trust in my abilities, but those who do pay handsomely for my services. Whether their fate is favorable to them is beyond my concern. You'll find all manner of fans and gamblers here, all of whom I can turn into gold in my pocket on a good day. You'll be surprised how often they try to take their frustrations with destiny out on me. Over time, I've learned to defend myself. He's a simple man, cares for only one thing, and pursues it with a single-minded focus that many lack. You'd be wise to exercise caution when it comes to our champion. He's a fierce competitor, even beyond the arena. Valor Arena has been kind to this Fate Weaver, given me a steady source of income by way of gladiators and gamblers. When next you return, I pray your destiny will reveal itself to me.
Don't worry. I don't plan to take too much of your time. Just want you to know that I hope you'll keep fighting. The way you dealt with those fools in there, I think you could truly make an impact here at the arena, should you choose to continue. At any rate, take these. They'll serve you well. Think of them as a donation from a concerned fan, in hopes that you'll remain in the arena's employ a little longer. Dreams are made in this place, Gladiator. Rarely can one be rewarded so handsomely for an educated guess. Jaken will continue to deliver my gifts to you, as long as you continue to win matches. You're not just fighting for yourself out there, you see. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just a fan. A fan who makes a motherload off these guys. Valor practically pays my bills. Whether it's putting your money or your life on the line, Valor Arena allows people to live on the edge. In this place, you can win or lose everything, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
Today's my lucky day. I can feel it.
I hope I have enough money for repairs. This studded leather is almost ruined.
I don't know what I want to buy.
Greetings, Wanderer. All right, so you did pretty well last time. Don't get cocky. It's all uphill from here. Are you ready for another match? You're up against Bodine Borg and his team of magic users. The fight board's there for any gladiator with the courage to take on monsters from the arena's pen. You'll find all manner of exhibition matches listed on it. The gamblers particularly enjoy betting on those contests. You can never quite know who will win. He's a well-trained sorcerer and a researcher of the arcane, but no one's entirely sure why he joined the tournament. He's not a regular gladiator. And what's more, he's made an agreement with the champion to keep the bodies of those he defeats. Good. Join your team downstairs and choose a partner when you're ready. By the way, the champion's made an agreement with the other team's leader. In return for fighting, the mages will get your bodies if they can kill you. I hope you know how to deal with spellcasters. You're up against a couple of mages from Detir, here for research, they say. They don't seem to be the most experienced fighters, but they're confident their mystic arts will win them this tournament. I wish you well in and out of the arena, Gladiator.
despise exerting myself physically. I despise exerting myself physically.
Yes, yes. What do you want? I'm readying my team for our next match. My associates and I aim to win this tournament, so we can survey the arena at our leisure. My research and theory on Fey regeneration will make me famous in the arcane communities of Amalur. My team and I have been all over Alcerund, studying the Fey. We've scrutinized every inch of every ruin and hollow. This arena is the only place we've yet to survey. They're fascinating creatures, as unerring in their ways as the sun and the seasons. But their magic is what I'm interested in. Their arcane abilities are supremely powerful, and if my associates and I succeed, their abilities will be ours. It's too bad the mortal races have turned it into an abomination in sight and sound. It's difficult to imagine a Fey mind space through all this noise. Ah, Jakin told you about my little arrangement with the champion? I'm always looking for fresh cadavers for my research. They can be notoriously difficult to come by. And since the defeated won't be using their bodies anyway, well, I don't see the harm in it. See you out there, gladiator.
Especially. It's a shame you have to die. Did you hear? The other team's bringing mages into the arena. Mages like Helga. We're doomed. Think quick out there, and keep moving!
You ready for this? We have mages up next. If they're anything like Helga, we're in trouble. If you see them waving their arms around, you kill them. You kill them as soon as you can. I'll leave it to you, then.
I have to prepare for those mages. Ale to drink. Let me know if you need me in the next fight. I'll be right out. Just gonna finish my drink. What do you want to know? Our opponents are led by Bodine Borg, some kind of researcher. He thinks he's good, but I bet I'm better when I've got some deter ale in me. What do you want to know? Have you ever fought a mage before? If you let them stay at range, they'll pulverize you. Interrupt their spellcasting if you can, and keep on them until they don't get up. Time to set the competition on fire. Literally.
Here we go again, folks. Today's match pits the Crows against the renowned Bodine Borg and his research team. Let's see if arcane theory can best cunning and experience. And so Borg and his band are defeated. Perhaps there's more to the Crow's new leader than meets the eye. Speak to Jakin to receive your rewards, Gladiator.
I think we should celebrate. How about some Detia ale to go around?
I'm exactly as old as I need to be for this. You broke their line like a rock through glass. Where did you come from? I've met warfront veterans who couldn't match you. I'll leave it to you then.
Hell. You did good. Most people run or piss themselves in the face of having to fight a mage who knows you're coming ahead of time, let alone 3. I'm glad you didn't do either. Speaking of which, I need to take a leak. I've been prepping since I woke up. Drinking since I woke up. Be careful out there.
Asa Alfaran at your service. Can you believe those mage bastards? It was like fighting a lightning storm. A lightning storm that berates and insults you. Be careful out there.
Are you ready for another match, Gladiator? So you're good at manhandling magicians as well. Good. Let's see how long you can keep this up. Here's your money. You deserve every coin. And Joker asked me to pass these along. Let me know when you're ready for the next match. You're up against Brogan Adair and the Wolf Pack. And so is Brogan Adair and his team of rogues. Head down to the pit and we'll get this started. And so is Brogan Adair and his team of rogues. Head down to the pit and we'll get this started. I wish you well in and out of the arena, Gladiator. don't win this fight, Gladiator.
You won't win this fight, Gladiator.
You're finished. So, you're the upstart who's been doing so well lately. I hear you appeared out of the blue. You look upon the visage of your killer. You're lucky we meet in the arena instead of a battlefield. In the time it took you to walk this way, I'd have made you into a pincushion. For a dog of war, it's paradise. And I'm a dog of war. A battlefront is never far away in Amalur, but none of them offers as much gold. Don't worry, your end will be quick.
Ew. Oh, I hate archers. It's a good thing they burn like everyone else. You set their quivers on fire and they become hysterical. Be careful out there.
Our next opponents are highly trained. You take this lightly, and you might not make it back. They're veteran Loselfar mercenaries who fought together countless times, in and out of the arena. Their leader, Brogan, is an expert marksman. Heard he once killed a fully armored man with a single shot into a quarter-inch gap in his armor. Choose your ally wisely.
Isa Alfarin at your service. Now, archers I can fight. This'll be fun. I've been practicing my moves and training. We'll be fine, I think. Being a gladiator is absolutely horrific stuff, it is. But I've got the perfect plan to desensitize myself. I'll fight in the arena until the nausea goes away. Their team relies heavily on archers. Make sure you force them to fight on close-range terms. They can't shoot you if you're right next to them. I've got your back out there.
Hail.
We've seen the crows handle magicians and their parlor tricks, but there's no trick error in Team Brogan's quiver. Let the battle begin! And the Crow's streak continues, ladies and gentlemen. This is turning out to be a very exciting tournament indeed. Gladiators, speak to Jakin to collect your rewards.
You did it! I've never seen anyone kill with such ease.
your back out there. We've come to really rely on you out there. Keep it up. Choose your ally wisely.
Hell. All right. So, that wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Don't hesitate out there, it'll get you
Do this. See what I tell you? They didn't stand a chance. Be careful out there.
Hell.
Are you ready for another match, Gladiator? Looks like you're starting to make an impression. The fans have been asking me about you. Heard a rumor your fights are moving a lot of money in the betting scene. None of the gamblers expected you'd last. Except Jokul, perhaps. He left me these to give you. Oh, and this is exciting. The champ mentioned he wanted to see you. I wish you well in and out of the arena, Gladiator. The champion wants to see you at the manor. If I had to guess, I'd say he's going to try to steal you from Vigor. His team hasn't had a new member since he became champion, so you'd be the first. Look at you, really climbing the ladder. He spent quite a lot of money having the wood hauled all the way to this corner of Detir. Head to Champion's Manor in the market, Gladiator. Tyr Magnus wants to speak to you. Good luck out there, Gladiator.
Don't touch anything in here. All of it is priceless. I'll be watching you. Behave yourself. This is the champion's home.
Good. You're here. Welcome. I'm your Grand Champion. You're doing well. The fans love you. I love you. You're making this arena a lot of money. But you put me in a bit of a fix. There have been some fairly well-to-do people betting against your success in the gambling den. Now, some very important clients of mine are staring down a mountain of debt, and I want you to help us fix this. Looking to glean some information about your competition? There isn't much to tell. I'm a rich man, but simple, and I've worked hard for it. My father was the champion until I killed him for the title. Regrettable, but look at what I've built from the ashes of his arena. He was the first mortal champion of valor. I defeated him in battle for the title. If it were up to me, I would have spared the old man's life. But valor fights are to the death. And I dare say the arena has become a better place under my leadership. My father was the mortal champion who took the arena from the Fae all those years ago. The arena's been in the family ever since, and we've made it the Jewel of Detir. Or rather, I have. I generate more revenue from this operation in a month than a ruffian like you makes in a year. I want you to fight a match alone. Advertising that handicap will generate bets against your success. You'll win, of course, and I'll win my money back. Make no mistake, it'll be an easy match. I'll make sure of that. I just need you to tell Chaikin you'll agree to the match. You do this for me, and I'll pay you double for the fight, and bring you onto my team. No more scrapping with Vigor and his goons.